Hello, this is your Black Indian, Cinnamon Sunshine, covered by the blood of Jesus and my ancestors, those that dwell in the light as well as the dark. I want to talk to you about fostering dogs. There is a shortage of fosters all over the country. Um, Fostering is important to rescue in sanctuaries. Our fosters are family members, but you should consider doing it. The rescue or sanctuary covers the cost, the food. You don't have to do anything. Just love and care for the dog. Go to adoption events and give them a safe home to live in until they get their, as they call it, forever home. I was a foster. I wasn't a foster. I fostered a dog that was on death row at Memphis Animal Services, and he was a mess. I had never fostered a dog before. The rescue that pulled him didn't really have a lot. And that's why I'm so hard on rescues that do have the income and do have the money and don't do what they should, because there are those that don't have. What's the saying? To much is given, much is expected. This lady did not have a lot. She just didn't. She did the best she could. She pulled him after the way I found him. I had started going on these rescue pages. Wasn't in rescue, didn't have a 501, none of that. And he was so pitiful. He came off the streets of Memphis, emaciated, and he had been at the pound a couple of days. There was two dog catchers trying to coax him out of a cage, and he was so petrified. And so one of the people on one of these sites, I remember her name. I do remember her name. She was begging someone to take her, and she asked me would I take him. I was like, okay. So they dropped him off literally tried to drop him off at my house. The woman that dropped him off wasn't the most friendly. She dropped him off, and she said which rubbed me the wrong way. It threw up in my car. Well, hell, he's scared to death. I had to make her shut her car off and come in my house to look. I said, don't you want to see where he's going to be and all that? She was hesitant. I said, look, you need to cut off your car and come in. True story. Come in the house and see where he's going to be. I showed her the yard and all that stuff. Needless to say, I still have him. He never went anywhere. My ex knew that he wasn't going anywhere within the first week. I had no clue. I'm just like, I'm fostering. He looked like a different dog within 2 weeks. And that's with some love, some care, and some good food. It took, to be honest with you, to get his weight up. Actually took a couple of years. He ended up testing heartworm heavy positive. Sometimes those when they have heartworms, it doesn't automatically show up, and then when it shows up, it's like bam. So I had experience with that, and I was experienced with dogs and illnesses and sicknesses and stuff. So I chose the slow method. And when we got violated by Memphis Animal Services, they did not continue his treatment. So they caused damage to him. But we got him back on track. 3 years later, he tested negative and is negative today. So it can be done. I've got to stop this video here because I'm doing something. But think about fostering. It does save lives, and it does help. You may help them find their own forever home, or you may be their forever home. Covered by the blood of Jesus, covered by my ancestors, those that dwell in the light as well as the dark. Thank you for listening, and please foster.